This is me when I was 10. I was obsessed with making videos and wanted to be a YouTuber. This is me 10 years later. Nothing much has changed. I did the most stereotypical thing every wannabe creator does. I packed up all my stuff to the back of my car and moved to LA. At first it was great. I moved into my new place, explored the city a little bit, hung out with my friends, made some videos, but then, well, I'm broke. I started focusing on getting more editing clients because if I couldn't make my own videos, I might as well help other people make their videos and get paid to do that. I spent a lot of time just right there, editing, procrastinating. You know, it's just. I've been living in LA for a couple years now and I feel like I've not made much progress. In the 2 years I was in college, I made 96 videos. In the 2 years I've been in LA, I've made 15. My goal with YouTube is to not only make content that I like to make, but that also works on YouTube, and I feel like finding that balance is really hard. I think I'm just overwhelmed, and even the idea of baby steps is overwhelming because it's a lot of them and I don't really know what to do first. Like, I keep saying like, I'm a YouTuber, I want to be a YouTuber, but I don't make videos. And that's when I met this guy. Alan Pan is a large child who's been making videos full-time for the past 7 years. I'd describe his content as what the Mythbusters would have done if they were on crack.
I met Audrey Ember at a party in Santa Monica, and little did I know that she is actually one of the most famous people you've never heard of.
Because Michael Superbacker followed me.
Mr. Beast follows you on Twitter.
Does he really?
So
So what?
Like, their response.
This is no big deal.
Yeah.
Alan was working on a video where he needed help getting in contact with this guy called Michael Superbacker. He's been commenting on my channel for the past 2 years, so I did recognize his logo.
Is he talking about the air umbrella on your channel?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Would you be willing to follow him back on Twitter for me so that you can send him a DM?
Sure. Why not? Soon after that, Alan invited me to come to Florida to help shoot the follow-up video, so of course I went.
Me and Will had pre-check. Audrey didn't, so she had to wait in the plebeian line.
Yeah, this makes it really short.
No. Champagne. We came all the way.
This whole day is about giving Michael this thing.
What is he a donut?
Through the tank, but like. Did it make me look fat? Be honest.
No, it was muscular.
Did it make me look
it was
fat?
muscular. It was muscles. Right?
It made you look fat. It 100% made me look fat.
Today has been definitely up there in the crazy, most random days. Like, I love helping other people with their content, but the fact that I'm being open about the things that I'm doing as well, and people are supportive and also willing to work with me in the meantime is kind of cool. And, you know, they keep asking me, like, what would you want to get hired? Like, what's your salary? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking know. I think my brain has just been going in so many directions for so long that I don't fucking know what I want. Once back in LA, I continued to help him with random projects, and I started going to him for advice on my videos. I knew that Alan was searching for a producer, and the more I got to know Alan, the more I realized how great of an opportunity this was. A chance to get a hands-on experience of what it's like to be YouTube full-time. So eventually, I asked him, and he said yes.
What if you're sitting on the ottoman, more on my level? Wow, look, this kid cheated at chess with vibrating. Isn't that nuts? I want to do that.
What do you think? How'd that feel? How'd that look?
Yeah,
Do another one?
definitely got louder towards the end.
Well, it's because I'm channeling. I'm getting into it. Throw it into Premiere and see how it looks, and then make some decisions, and then like rinse and repeat. And that's like how I do the introductions. Only now you get to like watch the entire thing.
Nice. It's been a month and a bit since I started working for Alan. Hasn't been what I expected. I don't really know what I expected, so I guess yes. Since Alan's never worked with anyone before and I've never produced before, we decided to go to Canada to visit some of his friends to see how they run things.
Is this like a long shot?
Yeah.
You have a robot arm in the freaking table.
crazy how all of this is just to make YouTube videos. Nigel makes chemistry content in his lab is cool and all, but this dude literally has lasers to make sure that when he shoots his videos, he can immediately know if the beakers are lined up perfectly for his shots, which makes sense, but there isn't just one. There's like 8 of them spread out across the lab.
Training laser at each of these stations.
Because I film on those and this one primarily.
We hung out with a couple other creators and their teams as well to learn as much as we could about how to best work together.
Audrey, would you describe our work relationship as abusive?
You're pointing the camera at her.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You also have a gun next to the camera.
what are you talking about? Christian, abusive?
Me it is?
Yeah.
Everyone loves it here. We're all happy.
Ryan, blink twice if you're trying to leave.
No, he loves it. Go, Andre, yes! Get up!
I feel like over this trip, I had a lot of conversations with people who have been doing this for a while, like full time. And honestly, like I'm kind of scared. The concept of attaching your way of expressing yourself to a platform, blasting these thoughts to random strangers, and then based on their feedback, you get a number in like the form of views that tells you like how much people basically liked it. Like, it just gets to a point where it's like kind of bad. I don't know, I had a moment last night where I was just like, why? Back in LA, we started to really dive into finishing up this video. At this point, we had been working on it for like 2 months technically and barely had an outline, and we were really struggling to figure out how to tell the best story.
I guess might as well just open like you can the lights that you're holding can go wherever you're going to, but like once you're done with that, then like make sure you can actually open the project file and that you have all the footage that you need. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something? Were you in the middle of something?
Do you need these?
What are you doing right now, Audrey?
Editing?
Do you think it's gonna be good?
Maybe.
Oh god. How's this documentary shaping up?
I think I know the general through line that YouTube is a double-edged sword. Kinda.
I could have told you that. Imagine if there was a drug that when you took it, you got money and people liked you more and you could be famous. I would take the drug, wouldn't you?
I guess. What's the downside to the drug?
Well, it's drugs. That's the downside.
This is the reality of YouTube 85% of the time. Sitting in a room trying to figure out how to make the best video possible. The last couple days leading up to the due date were pretty stressful. We were struggling to tie the storyline together and had some last minute changes literally the day before.
Now, normally I wouldn't care.
I'm not sure
but do you know
about
how
the
much money CNN made last year? $2 billion. Do you know how much money I made last year? Not that much.
Eventually though, we figured it out and uploaded the video we were working on for 3 months. Making videos in the past has been stressful before, but now the stakes are completely different. Like, it's literally my job. You know, yeah, there's a bunch of really cool upsides, but at the same time, it's kind of this weird mixing of your personal life with work that just never really ends. I'm just kind of worried that by trying to make my own stuff into my full-time job one day, that I'll lose the passion for creating that like got me here in the first place.
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to B&B Productions.
We're in a lounge shop, and these are Matthew, and they're kind of funky.
they fixed it the first time. See, there's like on the moon. On the second time, they fixed it again. And on the third time, they forgot. So, this is Venom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Good girl! Faudra zoomer sur l'image. Bah oui, parce qu'on voit rien. Je peux peut-être faire ça quand... après. Oui.
I was just a kid in my room making videos because I love telling stories and sharing them. 12 years later, and my goals haven't changed all that much. Honestly, one of the biggest things I realized yesterday was that I missed that feeling of uploading. And yeah, it was actually really fulfilling to post that video. I've never felt like creatively fulfilled from working on somebody else's project like that before. It really just made me realize that I miss it. And even though like I'm really scared right now and I don't really know like what I want to do exactly, I know I'm gonna do it anyway. Alan's told me multiple times now about how there's no end with YouTube. No amount of view is enough for this platform. It will take everything that you give it. But I guess knowing that YouTube is a drug, there are so many positives that make the side effects worth dealing with.
I hope you liked it. And this is not the last time I will be making one. So look out for more.